Hi everyone, I'm just taking a quick video in between doing the beams this week and next week, so I won't have a video of those finished for a little while. So I will do a video this week on where my hulls are at. Someone requested that on the external, and I will show you some of the work that I've got planned for this coming summer. It's currently end of October here in Australia, so we're coming up to Christmas break, so I'll outline some of that work that I'll be doing over that period. Also, I'll outline some of the repairs that I've done on the hull and on the deck, and some stuff that I'm working on right now. So I'll just turn this camera around, I'll walk slowly and I'll just talk my way through it. Whatever's on one hull is generally mirrored on the other. Okay. So I haven't done anything with the rudder lashing points at the moment. They're all just sitting there as per normal. I've gone through and done various touch-ups. I've sanded all the coamings down previously, re-epoxied several coats in one hit, and then primed it just to protect it. Same was done with all the lashing strake points. They were all sanded right back, sanded off, triple epoxied and then primed. So they're all just sitting there waiting for the final job. Same with these lashing points. You'll notice I got some pencil marks on here. I may yet trim them a bit rounder. I'll see, just to aid in the lashing stress points, but not necessary. So for a little bit that'll be gained on those, I'll probably leave them. Lots of other repairs up along here where there's just wear and tear damage over the years, I suppose. Top edge of the cabins, they've all been repaired. I cut that and gouged them all out, so there's no damaged wood left. Filled up high density filler, top coated, sand and primed, so they still need to be sanded back and primed. I'll put a layer of glass cloth over them, tape. Various places around the boat, so I've filled in the through holes. Don't have any through holes, not ones that are operated by seacocks. That one was from the toilet, and it's just got a primer on it at the moment. I'll sand that back when time comes when we do the holes. It's just to, once again, protect the epoxy. All this mess here, if people don't remember, is where I've done a bit of exploration to see what the layers were through on the coatings on the hull, so I know what I was getting back to. Effectively, we come back down to several layers of copper coat, so that's what I'll be aiming to get back to, somewhere between copper coat and epoxy, and I'll build that back up again with another copper coat. Okay. Probably, I don't know, not this year, but the rubbing strip needs to be done. I'll chip all that off underneath there, put a new one on. I'm thinking about using a bit of 6mm G10 plate or a couple of layers of 3mm ripped into 25mm strips. I'm going to just bond it straight on. I don't know, let me know what you think. I suppose it's still sacrificial, it's just harder wearing. And here's another one, come through the hull, same again. They're all been done with patches that were about 8 or 12 to 1. I don't have any video on that stuff. That's pre me doing videos, I suppose. What else we got? I've gone around all the port lights, I suppose. They were all re-epoxied and then painted and primed, ready for fixed perspex or whatever it is, with acrylic. I think it is cast acrylic. Going to go on there. VHB tape and some marine sealant as well, so that'll be there. And Amy's moves afoot. Don't know whether it'll stay that. Yet to decide, but got plenty of time to think about it. Now we come round. once again, it's the same on both holes, so I'm only going to go through one. I've put these extra couple of internal lashing strake points on. We had open-ended. I mean, once again, they lasted 20 years. I could have done the same, and I suppose it would have been alright, but I didn't like the idea too much of an open end here. More of a catch point for ropes and lines and God knows what else. So by having it attached down at this end, it's going to give me sort of a run-off point, I suppose, if something brushes up against it, as opposed to an open leverage point I don't like. So I'm going to jump across to the front of the other hole, so there'll be a gap, and I'm back again on the port side. Now I'm just going to spin around. So one of those other projects I'll be doing this year, possibly before Christmas or in between when I'm waiting for other epoxies to dry, that bow will be cut out and I'll extend a bit of it there so that I can have a cradle for the aluminium tube that'll run across the bows there for the netting and to take the forward furlers, etc. For the rest of the boats, the hull's the same. So same on both sides. Okay. I sanded all these back to bare Jarrah epoxied, recoated, various repairs on the boat that I'd already done. So now there'll be another little pause and I'll jump across to the hatches on top. Let's have a look. Okay, so the hatches I've been working on, but I'm happy with the way they're going to work with the piano hinge arrangement. But one thing that I neglected when I built them was the coamings I used. I didn't, at that point I wasn't rounding everything off. This is sort of where some of my my desire to round everything off has gone. Okay, so when I come round to the coamings, if you can see very closely, there's very fine splitting along the edge. Okay, now that timber's Tasmanian oak. It was dry, moisture content was low. There was 3 coats of epoxy all in one hit. Rounded the edge only slightly, and yet over over the last year it's been sitting, it's split. So I've decided to round those off. Now obviously they're already glassed in, so I will move across to the other hole and show you how I've been attacking it. So with rafts and probably 80 grit sandpaper, and the next one will be 120. I'm rounding those over to a nice, probably about a quarter, so 6mm radius maybe. Just to take that edge off. Now I'll put a layer of glass over them. Okay, and that will that'll relieve that splitting, that tension on those edges, give it a bit more longevity. Okay, and that's where my little hurricane vents were, so it's for circulation for the boat, for the forward cabin. I've removed the ones here, they've already been done, they've already been filled, and that's because the new one's going in the hatch lid. Haven't done it yet because I haven't committed to it, but that's where I'm planning on doing it, just to get some cross ventilation and just to free up a bit of room on the boat so that it's not right in that deck area there. Okay, bit of a quick glance over the top of everything. Oh, that stuff everywhere. There's the hole down there. Okay, I'll get outside. Lots of stuff in the yard. Lots of rubbish in the yard. Okay, so that's sort of an overview of some of the stuff I'm doing. Beams first, working on deck and hatches second. Alright, I'll probably show you a video in another week and you'll see shiny beams. Alright, see you later.